رب اشرح لي ويسر لي أمري واحلل من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a big Jummah Mubarak, as obviously today's Friday. Very quick video. We're looking at Sura Kauthar, which is a very short surah. It's only 3 ayats. It's one that we're all going to be familiar with. It's one of those surahs that I suppose if you're short on time when reading namaz, that you read it, like if you're at school, if you're at work, or whatever. It's 3 very simple ayats which go Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inna a'tainaka al-Kauthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shaniyaka huwal abtar. So the word Kauthar basically means abundance of good. It's the reason I was excited by this surah was I said in one of the earlier videos that I probably won't yet get into the idea of comparing one surah to another surah. But we've looked at Surah Duha already, which basically looks at the idea of when our Prophet was going through turmoil, when he was questioning himself. We all, when we do it in our everyday life, where we think, is Allah punishing us and and whatnot. But it's another surah, part of 3 surahs. So Surah Kauthar, Surah Duha, and Surah Inshira, which I'll have a look at next, I suppose. Kind of makes sense to do it in sequence, where those 3 surahs, our Prophet, peace be upon him, is directly addressed. The Surah Kauthar, talking about the abundance of good in our Prophet, which is the first ayat, where it says we've given you abundance of good. The second ayat goes on to talking about, therefore turn to your Lord in prayer and in sacrifice. So again, it's that whole element of, don't worry about things, do namaz, do tilawat, read the Quran, have sabr, I suppose, in what you're doing towards keeping your faith and praying, I suppose. And then it goes on to saying, surely your enemy is the one who will be without offspring. Obviously, we're not talking about enemies in our everyday life, or friends, or people we've fallen out with, or work colleagues. In the days of our Prophet, enemies would have been those who transgressed against Islam, those who are opposing him, those who used to mock him, those who used to harm him physically and with verbal abuse. But yeah, those 3 particular ayats linking to Surah Duha. I'll have a look at Surah Inshira maybe later on this evening or at some point. But yeah, it's just one of those surahs that I've always have read, and obviously I memorised very easily. But it's pretty cool to kind of know the meaning of it. Very simple, but again, it's one of remembering to pray and sabr and keep patience with any situations we face. So yeah, hopefully in the next video I'll see you guys. I'll be looking at Surah Inshira, depending on how big the surah is, I suppose. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.